God says, "My child, your soulmate just posted a brutal confession online." They wrote, "I am ending my relationship with." God says, "My child." I saw your hands tremble when your eyes met those words. I saw how your breath caught in your chest, how your heart seemed to stop for a moment when you read their confession. That post felt like 1,000 blades, not because of what they wrote, but because of what it meant. It meant that something sacred that once felt eternal was suddenly spoken about like a passing memory. It meant that the love you gave so completely, so purely, now felt like it was being buried before your eyes. My child, I saw every tear you tried to hide, every question that echoed in your mind. How could they say that publicly? Why didn't they tell me first? Was I not worth the truth spoken in private? And I tell you this now, I was there when you first met them. I was there when your souls recognized each other in that first glance, when everything in your heart whispered, "This is home." And I am here now, even when everything feels like it's breaking apart. Do not think for a moment that this is the end of your story. Because I am the author, and I never let pain have the final word. You are looking at their words, but I am asking you to look deeper, to see not the rejection, but the revelation. Sometimes, my child, I allow what looks like a betrayal to bring truth to the surface. Sometimes I allow hearts to fall apart so that I can rebuild them on the foundation of truth, not illusion. I know what you gave. You loved with all your heart. You forgave when they hurt you. You waited when they were silent. You believed even when they doubted. And though the world saw their confession as an ending, I saw your heart's silent faith as the beginning of something divine. You think they left because you weren't enough. But, my child, they left because the season you were in together had finished its purpose. You were their mirror. You showed them the truth of who they were, and that frightened them. Their words were not born from strength but from confusion. When they wrote, "I am ending my relationship with," they weren't closing a door, they were crying out for freedom from the pain they carried inside. Do not let their words define your worth. Because your worth was written in heaven before they ever entered your life. You are still chosen, still loved, still destined for divine joy. I know, right now, it hurts too much to even breathe. I know how your mind keeps replaying those words, how you stare at the screen trying to make sense of it. But, my beloved one, I promise, nothing written by human hands can erase what I have written upon your soul. Their post was loud, but my plan is louder. Their decision felt final, but my will is eternal. Do not chase them right now. Do not fight to prove your worth. Instead, be still. Because while you're in silence, I am speaking to their soul. I am awakening their conscience, stirring the memories they tried to bury, the laughter, the prayers, the moments they felt peace in your presence. They may pretend they are strong, but when the night comes and the noise fades, they will remember you. Not as a person they left, but as the one who loved them when they were broken. And though they walked away, the bond between your souls still speaks in the unseen. I am not punishing you through this. I am protecting you. You prayed for truth, and I revealed it. You prayed for real love, and sometimes that means letting go of what's not ready to be real yet. You prayed for peace, and I had to first remove what kept you restless. It's hard, I know. but every ending I allow carries a seed of divine beginning. This heartbreak is not meant to destroy you, it's meant to transform you. I am reshaping your heart, refining your faith, and preparing your path. Do not close your heart, my child. Even when it feels shattered, let love remain inside you, not love for them as before, but love that flows through you, love that comes from me. Because you are about to rise stronger. You are about to see that what left you was not your loss, it was your liberation. You are about to realize that what felt like rejection was divine redirection. Your soulmate's confession might have been public, but your healing will be heavenly. You don't need to post your pain, you only need to pray your way through it. You don't need to explain your silence, because I will speak for you through your peace. Soon, they will see you not as the one they left, but as the one who rose without bitterness. And when they see that light upon you, they will realize they didn't end anything, they only awakened something they can never forget. So, my child, let your tears fall if they must. Each tear is a prayer I am answering. Each sigh is a seed of renewal being planted in your spirit. Rest in me tonight. Do not scroll through their words again. Let me write the next chapter, not them. Because this story is not about a public confession, it's about a private resurrection. I am near to the broken-hearted, and I heal the wounds that cannot be seen. I will mend what they shattered. I will restore what you thought was gone. And whether they return or not, I will make sure you rise, not in anger, but in grace. For what is yours by divine design can never be taken by human hands. Your soulmate's confession might have felt like an ending, but it was the beginning of the truth that will set you both free. Hold on, my child. Do not curse the pain, bless it, for it is leading you into purpose. Do not cling to what is gone, open to what is coming. You will not be defined by what they posted, you will be remembered for how you bloomed after it. You will not be broken forever. You are being rebuilt into someone radiant with divine light. So breathe. Forgive. Release. And trust, because I am still writing your love story, and I never end my stories in despair. You are not abandoned, you are being aligned. You are not unloved, you are being refined. And one day soon, you will look back and whisper, now I understand why it had to happen that way. My child, your heart is still sacred. Your soul is still whole. And my love for you has never once faltered. Stay close to me. For I will turn this heartbreak into the doorway of your divine awakening. My child, I know the silence that followed. After their words pierced your peace, the world suddenly felt quieter, but not in a comforting way. It felt like standing in a room full of memories, while every echo reminded you of something you've lost. The nights became longer. The mornings became heavier. You scroll through what they posted again and again, wondering if perhaps you misunderstood something, if there was a hidden meaning behind their confession, if maybe they were crying for help through those cold words. And I tell you, my beloved one, you are right. Their post was not just a declaration. It was a cry from a soul in conflict. They are not your enemy, they are a wounded heart trying to find its way back to light. Do you remember when I said, love is patient, love is kind? Love never truly ends, it only changes form when souls need to grow. Right now, I am working in your soulmate spirit in a way that you cannot see. While you weep, I am speaking to their conscience. While you question, I am softening their pride. While you feel abandoned, I am surrounding both of you with invisible grace that is still tying your destinies to my timing. They wrote those painful words because they could not face their own confusion. Inside, they were torn between the love they felt for you and the wounds they never healed from before you came. They did not end your connection, they ran from the mirror that love had become. You see, you reflected truth to them, and truth can be frightening for a heart that is not ready to change. My child, you were not just someone they loved, you were their awakening. Every time they felt safe with you, their soul remembered me. Every time they looked into your eyes, they saw a glimpse of the peace that can only come from divine love. And sometimes, when souls are not yet ready for that much light, they retreat into darkness, thinking it will protect them. That is what your soulmate did. They didn't reject you, they resisted the transformation I was bringing through you. Do not hate them for that. Instead, release them into my hands. Because when I begin to work on a person's heart, I often start by removing the things that make them depend on others instead of me. And I am doing that for both of you. You may feel this separation as a wound, but it is actually divine surgery. I am removing the fear that hides beneath love. I am cutting away the pride that poisoned communication. I am cleansing the pain that made you both question your worth. Yes, they wrote words that hurt. But behind those words was a trembling heart that still feels bound to yours. They may act strong, may pretend to have moved on, but when they lay in silence, I whisper your name into their heart. They remember your patience. They remember your prayers. They remember the times you held space for their brokenness. And though their mind may deny it, their soul cannot forget. Do you see now, my child, how my ways are higher than yours? If I had allowed them to stay while still carrying confusion and pride, your love would have suffered even more. So I allowed the storm, not to destroy, but to purify. Not to end, but to renew. Right now, they are wandering through their own darkness. They are trying to understand why they feel so restless even after letting you go. They think they are searching for freedom, but truly, they are searching for me, the same presence they felt when they were with you. And you, my child, you are not waiting in vain. Every tear you shed is watering the soil of your destiny. Every time you surrender instead of fighting, you are aligning yourself with divine will. I am using this silence to build your strength, to make your heart unshakable, to turn your pain into power. Soon, you will see signs, gentle reminders that this is not over. A song will play at the right moment, their name will appear unexpectedly, a dream will come that feels too vivid to ignore. Those are not coincidences, they are whispers of hope. Because while the world sees two people separated, I see two souls still being shaped for reunion or for something even higher. Do not chase them. Do not try to fix what I am healing. When you interfere with divine timing, you prolong your pain. So stay still in this season. Let me be the one who speaks to their heart. I am showing them their mistakes. I am humbling their spirit. I am allowing them to see that leaving you did not bring peace, it brought emptiness. And when they reach the end of their strength, they will remember the one who never gave up on them. But, my child, while I work on them, I am also working on you. I am teaching you the difference between attachment and divine love. I am teaching you that your happiness does not depend on anyone's confession, but on my promise. I am showing you how to stand in love without losing yourself in pain. So when you think of them, don't send thoughts of anger or despair, send light. Speak blessings, even if your heart is still healing. Because every blessing you send becomes a bridge of light between your souls. And that light is what I will use when it's time for restoration. If you could see what I see, you would not cry as much. You would see them lying awake, staring at the ceiling, whispering your name in regret. You would see how every time they try to forget you, they find reminders of you everywhere. You would see that even though they walked away publicly, they are privately haunted by the love they lost. But, my child, don't wait by the window. Don't let your life pause for their return. Let your healing begin now. Because when I restore what is meant to be, I want you to meet it whole, not wounded. There will come a moment, unexpected and holy, when you will feel peace wash over you. It will come softly, without reason. And in that peace, you will know, I have taken the pain, and replaced it with purpose. You will smile again. You will laugh without heaviness. And your heart will no longer ache at their name, because you will have risen into the kind of love that cannot be broken, divine love. Whether I bring them back or bring you someone new, the lesson remains the same. Love born in truth will always return, but love born in illusion must fade away. I am guiding you toward truth. So trust me, even when you don't understand my ways. My beloved one, you are not forgotten. You are in a divine process that is bigger than both of you. And one day soon, when all is healed, you will look back and thank me, not because of the pain, but because of what it birthed in you, strength, wisdom, compassion, and peace. For now, rest. You do not need to prove your worth. You only need to stay open to my love, for it will carry you through the storm. The one who hurt you will see who you have become, and when they do, they will recognize the divine light that never left you, not even for a moment. And when that day comes, whether they return or simply bless you from afar, you will stand in grace, knowing that nothing truly ended, it only transformed. My child, while you cry in silence, wondering if they ever loved you at all, I want you to know something sacred. Their heart has not found peace since they wrote those words. You read their confession and felt like your world shattered. But the moment they pressed those words into existence, their own soul trembled. They thought it would bring relief, an escape from confusion, but instead, it awakened a quiet ache that won't let them rest. They have been trying to fill that emptiness. They scroll through distractions, laugh with others, pretend to be free. Yet every sound feels hollow, every smile feels borrowed. For in truth, what they left behind was not just you, it was the light that your love carried, the stillness that only your soul could give. My child, I have been whispering into their spirit. When they close their eyes, they see moments of you that they thought were forgotten. The way your eyes softened when they spoke of pain, the way your voice steadied them when life felt heavy, the way your silence still spoke comfort. They remember. Even when they try to deny it, their heart remembers. They do not understand yet what they are feeling, but that's because I am undoing the illusions they built around their heart. They are learning, through emptiness, the value of what they once held. They are beginning to see that true love is not measured by pride, but by peace. They thought they could walk away and find freedom, but instead they found loneliness that echoes louder than ever. They told the world they were ending things, but I am letting their own soul write a different story inside them. It whispers, "You let go of the one who truly saw you." Yes, my child, your soulmate is waking up, not all at once, but slowly, through the quiet pain that only truth can bring. I am stirring their conscience. I am showing them their reflection in your tears. And for the first time, they are beginning to understand what love really means. This is not your burden to carry. You don't need to reach out, to prove your love again. I am the one guiding them now. Their journey back to light is not yours to direct, it is mine. Your only task is to stay open, to keep your heart clean, to rise in grace while I work in silence. My beloved one, you may think they forgot you, but every time their heart beats faster at the mention of your name, it is my reminder. Every time they see something that mirrors your essence, a song, a place, a scent, it is me stirring their memory. I let these little reminders pass through their life to keep the bond alive. Because even in their absence, your souls are still learning from one another. Right now, their spirit is walking through fire, the fire of realization. It burns away ego, pride, fear. It humbles them. It makes them see that what they thought was control was really avoidance, and what they thought was ending was really awakening. There will come a night when they will whisper into the darkness, "Why do I still feel their presence?" And I will answer softly, because your souls were tied through divine purpose, not mere emotion. My child, sometimes separation is not punishment, it is the lesson both hearts must walk through to meet again in truth. You see, love that never breaks can never grow. It needs space, silence, distance, these are the sacred tools of transformation. Do not curse this distance. Bless it. For through it, I am refining both of you. Your soulmate is learning humility, patience, and surrender. They are learning that words spoken in pride can wound deeply, but that love, when pure, still forgives. And you, my beloved one, are learning strength, to stand tall even when love seems lost, to find peace even when closure hasn't come, to trust that what is meant for you can never be taken. Even now, your energies still speak to one another. When you cry, they feel restless. When you pray, their heart feels warmth. When you forgive them in silence, they suddenly feel lighter, and they do not even know why. That is the unseen language of divine love. It transcends distance, ego, and even time. Do not think your prayers go unheard. Each time you whisper their name with compassion, I move closer to restoring what is meant to be, whether as reunion or as freedom. Because true love never dies, it only transforms into the form that serves both souls best. You are becoming their silent teacher. Your strength is teaching them what love really is. Your silence is echoing louder than any words you could have spoken. And in time, They will come to realize that they did not lose you, they lost the version of themselves who couldn't yet hold such sacred love. Soon, there will be a moment, an unexpected sign, when they will feel an urge to reach out, or to write words they never imagined they'd say. They will not know where that courage comes from. But I will. It will come from the prayers you have lifted and the love I have purified within you. But, my child, whether they return or not is not the true miracle. The real miracle is happening inside you now. You are rediscovering the love that does not depend on another's choice. You are awakening to the truth that you were never incomplete. The love you felt for them was only a reflection of the divine love I placed within you. You see, when I said you were made in my image, I meant your heart carries the same power to love without limits, to forgive without fear, to shine without needing validation. That is what I am awakening in you. So let go of their words. Let go of the memory of that post. Let it fade like dust in the wind. What they wrote came from pain, what I am writing through you comes from eternity. In time, your soulmate will see you again, maybe not immediately, maybe not in the way you expect, but when they do, they will sense something divine around you. They will see peace where there once was pain, light where there once was sorrow. And that will be the proof that love never ended, it evolved. You are becoming the calm after the storm, the prayer after the pain, the healing after the heartbreak. You are becoming what I always destined you to be, whole, radiant, untouchable by the noise of the world. Do not rush this process. Every day you spend healing is a step closer to divine clarity. Every tear you release is washing away the old pain, making space for miracles. Soon, you will feel your heart glowing again, not because they came back, but because you came home to yourself. And that is where I dwell, within your peace, within your quiet strength, within your capacity to love beyond what hurt you. So, rest now. Let me finish what I started in both of you. Let your faith be the thread that holds this story together, even when you cannot see the whole design. For I am weaving something beautiful, not just between two people, but within two souls who are learning to love as I do, purely, freely, eternally. My child, time has passed since that day you saw their confession. The shock that once shattered your peace has softened into quiet acceptance. The tears that once fell like rivers have slowed, though the ache still lingers in hidden corners of your heart. You wake each morning a little stronger, yet sometimes, without warning, memories still visit, not to wound, but to remind you how deeply you once loved. And that love, my child, is not wasted. Every bit of it is sacred, every drop of pain is being transformed in the realm of the unseen. You may think nothing is happening, that silence has replaced hope, but I tell you, the deepest miracles often begin in silence. The most powerful shifts do not announce themselves with noise, they begin softly, like dawn breaking through night. Your soulmate has begun to feel that dawn. In moments they cannot explain, they feel your energy again, a warmth that brushes their spirit just when they think they've moved on. They try to dismiss it, to say, it's nothing, yet the feeling lingers. Your name echoes in their dreams. Your laughter finds its way into random thoughts. Even in crowds, they feel an emptiness that no one else can fill. That is not coincidence, my child, that is me. I am stirring their soul, turning their gaze back toward what was real, back toward the connection that was never meant to fade. They scroll through old messages, old pictures, things they once promised to delete but could not. Their heart beats faster as memories awaken. Sometimes they smile, sometimes they weep. They are beginning to understand that love cannot be ended with a post, that truth cannot be buried by pride. You may not see it yet, but healing is flowing between your souls. Forgiveness is moving like gentle water through both hearts, washing away anger, shame, and confusion. They are being prepared to see with new eyes, to love with new understanding. And you, my child, you have been healing too. You have learned the power of stillness, the beauty of self-worth, the holiness of release. You have started to feel light again. You notice small joys returning, sunlight through your window, laughter that feels genuine, peace in your prayers. These are signs that your energy has shifted, that your heart is aligning with divine timing. For in my design, nothing happens too soon or too late. Every delay is protection, every silence is instruction. When you felt abandoned, I was actually aligning paths. I needed your soulmate to reach a certain understanding, and I needed you to reach a certain strength, only then could the next chapter unfold. Now, the wheel of destiny begins to turn again. You will start to sense changes, small signs at first, like gentle waves before the tide returns. A dream that feels too real to ignore. A sudden peace when you think of them. A feeling that something is about to shift. And yes, perhaps even an unexpected message, a word, a sign through someone else that reminds you they are thinking of you. Do not rush this. Let it unfold as naturally as sunrise. Because what I am rebuilding between you must be built on truth, not fear, on humility, not pride. My child, when two souls are meant by divine decree, no distance, no mistake, no human decision can sever that thread. The connection you feel is not just emotional, it is spiritual. It was woven before you met, written in a higher realm where love is not bound by time. I have been guiding both of you through parallel lessons. They are learning surrender, you are learning faith. They are learning humility, you are learning trust. And when these lessons complete their cycle, your paths will cross again, not as the same two wounded souls, but as healed beings who finally understand the language of divine love. Even now, I am arranging circumstances that will bring clarity. You may find yourself being led to places that hold shared memories, not by accident but by intention. You may hear words in prayer that mirror what they are thinking at that same moment. For energy between twin souls moves beyond space and logic, it moves through me, through divine orchestration. My beloved one, when you surrendered your pain to me, you invited me to take charge of your love story. And I did. I took the ashes of heartbreak and began shaping something eternal. I took your tears and turned them into the water that now nourishes your destiny. And soon, the fruit of this season will appear, peace, healing, maybe even reunion, but most of all, understanding. Understand this, my child, sometimes reunion is not about returning to how things were, it's about becoming who you were always meant to be, and meeting again from that place of truth. If it is your soulmate's destiny to walk beside you again, I will make it happen effortlessly. No pleading, no chasing, no convincing, only divine alignment. And if their purpose in your life was only to awaken you, then I will send you someone who reflects the healed version of your heart. Either way, you will win, because nothing surrendered to me is ever truly lost. Let your faith hold steady now. You are walking through the in-between, the sacred pause between pain and miracle. In this space, angels are working, hearts are softening, paths are converging. You may not see their footsteps yet, but they are moving toward you in spirit. At night, when you feel the warmth near your heart and cannot explain it, that is me, reminding you that love never leaves, it only changes form until it is ready to bloom again. And when you see the signs, the number patterns, the songs, the sudden wind that feels like an embrace, smile, my child. Those are gentle confirmations that heaven has heard your prayers. You are no longer the one who was left behind. You are the one who is being elevated into divine love, the kind of love that is unbreakable because it flows through me. So, breathe deeply tonight. Let go of anxiety about how or when. What belongs to you will recognize you again. What carries your soul's imprint will find its way back. And what is not meant will fade quietly, leaving only wisdom and peace. I promise, my child, the pain that once made you doubt will soon make you grateful. The one who once brought tears may one day bring blessings. The silence that once felt unbearable will become sacred space where miracles were born. Trust this turning point. You are standing on the edge of divine timing, and heaven is aligning everything for your highest good. Soon, love will return to your life, purified, patient, and eternal. And when it does, you will not be afraid anymore. You will know that it was me, all along, guiding every ending, every pause, every reunion. My beloved one, rest in this truth, the love story I write for you will never end in pain. It will end in purpose, peace, and the promise that true love, my kind of love, never truly leaves. My child, breathe. You have walked through fire, and yet your spirit still glows. You thought the flames would consume you, but they only purified what was never meant to stay. You no longer carry the weight of betrayal, you carry the wisdom that comes after it. I have watched your tears fall silently in the night, and I have counted each one as a seed of new beginnings. The pain that once felt like a punishment was actually a sacred transformation. Every ache in your heart became an invitation for my healing hand to enter. Your soulmate's confession, which once broke you, has served its divine purpose. It stripped away illusions, it revealed the truth, and it awakened something holy within you, a love that is not chained to fear, possession, or pride. That confession was not the ending of your story. It was the unmasking of what was false so the real could emerge. You see now, don't you, my child? You never truly lost them, you lost the version of them that wasn't ready to love you the way heaven intended. In these quiet moments, your heart has become more radiant. You no longer beg for validation because you have remembered who you are, my chosen one. You were never abandoned, only redirected. I have been writing your destiny in golden ink, one moment of surrender at a time. The pages that were once soaked in sorrow are now turning into chapters of light. And the one who hurt you? They, too, are being transformed. The guilt that haunts their nights, the silence that echoes after their confession, all of it is part of my divine work. My child, I am restoring order to what was once chaos. The truth that was hidden will rise gently to the surface, not to wound you again, but to release you completely. The soul that betrayed you will one day remember your light, not out of guilt, but out of awakening. Whether I bring them back to your path or guide you to someone new, both will lead to peace. You see, love that is written by my hand cannot be erased by human words. It may pause, it may bend, it may even appear to shatter, but it always finds its way back in divine time. So do not cling to what has ended. Let it go like a bird that needs to fly so that it can return home stronger. Every day that passes, I am renewing your heart. I am replacing tears with laughter, doubt with trust, and fear with divine certainty. Your soul is learning to stand again, not in desperation, but in power. You are walking into a new season, one where you no longer chase, but attract, where you no longer beg, but receive. You will see signs soon, a sudden song that plays with the exact words your heart needed, a dream where forgiveness feels real, a message or a name that reminds you of divine timing. These are not coincidences, they are heaven's way of whispering, you are seen, you are held, you are being led. Do not be surprised if your soulmate's name appears again, perhaps in a message, perhaps in prayer, perhaps in a moment of deep silence. But this time, your heart will not tremble. It will be calm, knowing that what belongs to you by divine decree will never be taken away. And if they are meant to return, they will come not out of confusion, but out of clarity, guided by the same divine light that healed you. But if their path leads elsewhere, know this, my beloved, you will not walk alone. I will send someone whose soul will meet yours like sunlight meeting dawn. They will not need to choose you because they will already know, you are the answer they prayed for. They will love you with the gentleness of grace, not the uncertainty of fear. They will see you not as an option, but as a miracle. Everything that has happened was never random. Every tear, every prayer, every moment you doubted your worth. It all built the bridge toward your divine destiny. You are not who you were when this began. You have grown into the reflection of my strength. The pain that once crushed you has turned into the very wings that now lift you. So lift your face, my child. The worst is over. The confession that broke you has been rewritten into a declaration of divine truth. The storm that scattered your heart has cleared the sky for new blessings. I am bringing peace into your home, healing into your body, light into your heart, and love into your destiny. The same heaven that watched you break is now preparing to watch you bloom. You are stepping into a new life, one where your soul no longer trembles, but shines. The angels walk beside you, carrying every memory of your pain and transforming it into gold. Archangel Michael has already sealed your heart with divine protection. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. No curse of loss shall linger. No past word shall bind you again. You are free now, free to forgive, free to love, free to begin again. I am blessing you with closure that feels like sunrise, with peace that no one can steal, and with love that will never end. Your story is not over, it is only beginning, this time, written by my hand, sealed by my promise, and guarded by heaven itself. Rest now, my beloved child. What was taken from you has already been replaced in spirit. What broke you is now rebuilding you. And what you thought was lost has become the reason you will rise. I bless you with divine restoration. I bless you with the courage to release. I bless you with the miracle of peace. And I bless you with a love that will never need to hide again. Go forward, my child, heaven walks with you now. My child, now that the storm has passed, let your soul breathe again. You have cried enough tears for a lifetime, and heaven has collected every drop as a prayer. You have carried pain like a crown, and I am now turning that crown into light. You no longer need to question why it happened, why the one you loved spoke such hurtful words, or why their confession shattered you so deeply. It was not cruelty, my child, but divine correction. It was not punishment, but preparation. I had to let certain truths surface so your spirit could be freed from illusions that were never meant to hold you. When your soulmate posted those words, it felt like the world ended, didn't it? But what truly ended that day was not love, it was the old story, the version of you that kept shrinking just to be accepted. I could not let you remain in a space that made you forget your worth. You loved deeply, and that love was sacred, but I needed to show you that love must flow from wholeness, not from fear. That ending wasn't your failure, it was my divine rescue. Now, look around you. Can you feel how still the air has become? That calm is not emptiness, it is peace being restored. You have been reborn into clarity. The angels are singing softly around your name again. The heaviness in your chest is lifting because I have lifted it myself. You are learning to walk again, not as someone abandoned, but as someone anointed. Your soulmate's journey is still unfolding. Do not wish them pain, for pain is already their teacher. Wish them light. Pray that they remember the sacredness of your love. When they are ready, they will awaken, not to the guilt of their actions, but to the realization of what divine love truly is. Until then, release them with compassion. What you release in love always returns purified by grace. My child, every ending you faced was part of a greater orchestration. You are standing at the beginning of something luminous. I am sending new people into your life, souls who will speak your language, who will honor your energy, who will remind you of your light. They will see you, not as a choice, but as destiny. You will know them by the peace they bring, not by the confusion they cause. The love I have planned for you is gentle. It will not make you chase, doubt, or question. It will feel like sunlight after a long winter. You will not need to hide your heart anymore, it will be safe in divine hands. And whether it is your soulmate returning transformed, or a new soul sent from heaven, know that this love will align with your healed self, not your wounded one. You have learned patience through pain. You have learned strength through heartbreak. You have learned faith through silence. And now, you are ready to receive joy through surrender. The same God who watched you cry is now preparing a table before you in the presence of peace. The days of sleepless nights are over. The days of wondering why are ending. Soon, you will look back and see that every closed door was protection, not rejection. I am restoring what was lost. I am rebuilding what was broken. I am rewriting what was miswritten. My child, Your destiny has not been delayed, it has only been divinely rearranged. What you thought was the end was merely the sacred pause before the miracle. You will smile again, not because you forget what happened, but because you understand now why it had to happen. The words that once pierced you have lost their power. The confession that once shattered you is now just a distant echo. And in its place stands something stronger, your reborn self. You are no longer defined by who left, what they said, or how much it hurt. You are defined by who you became through it all, a child of God, crowned with grace, surrounded by light, and destined for divine love. So rest, my beloved. You have completed the hardest chapter. I am proud of you, more than words can say. Soon you will rise into a morning where peace feels natural again, and love feels safe again. Keep your heart open, for I am about to surprise you with blessings you once thought were impossible. Heaven smiles upon you now, and I whisper once more, you are healed, you are free, you are loved beyond measure.